118 members of parliament voted Prime Minister Habib Essid out on Saturday. Just 3 wanted him to stay, another 27 abstained. He'd lost their confidence after only a year and a half in power. President Beij Qaid Sebsi called for a new unity coalition last month, but Essid hadn't been able to secure one. He'd expected to be pushed out.
Honestly, I was surprised. I said it on several occasions about the president's initiative for the formation of a government of national unity.
There have been protests over economic problems in the country. Growth was down to 0.8% last year and nationwide unemployment was at 15%. People are particularly angry about corruption and the government's inability to deal with it. Tourism contributes about 8% of the country's economy, but there were also 2 high-profile attacks by ISIL last year, killing 59 foreigners. And there's been a state of emergency since November, when a suicide bomb killed 12 presidential guards in the capital.
Clearly, what the country needs now are drastic economic reforms, drastic security reforms, someone to tackle very seriously corruption, because that's, and the Prime Minister himself said it today in his speech, more dangerous than terrorism or more important than fighting terrorism, there is the need to fight corruption, because corruption is really threatening everything.
Tunisia was seen as a model example of how to transition to democracy since the 2011 Arab uprising protests. But since then, there's been 6 prime ministers who can't get consensus from politicians and civil society members on how to tackle the economy and security. Essid is the latest casualty. Caroline Malone, Al Jazeera.